been knew that was phony. I been knew that. Bitch, I see what lonely. See little pot of red gold. Talk 9-5 to the cold, bitch.
Yo, today about to be reacting to Fresh. Never thought the white guys would do this. Now, Clavicular, I've been tapped in on my own time. I should have been watching with y'all, but I've been watching on my own time. Basically, he hit somebody that was stalking him with a car, killed the nigga. Now, he dead, but not. What does Fresh and Fit got to do with this? I don't know. We about to see. Don't worry about the new scene.
There's a popular young guy right now by the name of Clavicular, and he's in a lot of trouble because he like ran over somebody on Christmas, but it's okay. We're not going to talk about that.
Christmas?
Clavicular is a 19-year-old streamer who is in this niche called Looks Maxing. Now, Looks Maxing is all about improving your looks, and this is a guy that did it. He took steroids to, like I said, enhance his physical image, and he actually goes around streaming doing some really disrespectful stuff.
Yo, chat, I'm gonna show you something. Bro, here, wait, look. Bro, on God, she looks like Snaggy O's.
Bro, that's...
On my...
I forgot. He's racist, guys. He's racist. He says the N-word all the time. But it's like, to say that she look like that is crazy. That just mean you think all black people look the same.
On my life, on my life, on my life.
You lied on your life.
Yes or no?
Man.
Yes or no?
No.
And this kept on going,
then
even
I
on the
to
Fresh.
tell y'all, if y'all don't know, he hyped up off steroids and meth. That's why he looked this way. And he beating himself with a brick. Crazy man.
She got 3.5. Why and how can she improve?
Well, her mid face is way too long. Obviously, she's got the jowls coming in, horrible nasolabial folds. Horrible total facial width to height ratio. Just really bad age indicators, but obviously at 30, that's not something really that's going to surprise me. Her upper maxilla is super recessed, horrible infraorbitals. That's why your under eyes are coming in like hell. Really recessed chin.
I'm trying to see what's so funny. He literally just sitting here pointing out her. I don't know, cause maybe this content is for somebody, but it ain't for me. You get what I'm saying? Why you just sitting there blaming this girl for it?
Facial convexities are wrong.
Acting like an incel.
Now, the real big issue came once he was there, and obviously, this is a guy that doesn't mind using the...
Hold on, y'all. Had to make sure it's something, but no.
Word, right? And again, Fresh and Fit, they are known for allowing or even encouraging non-black guests to say the N-word and even disrespect black female guests. Now, I don't really understand why the ladies keep coming in, but there was a situation in which he did it on the show.
I'm not just out here.
But you just said, which is not acceptable for white people at all.
According to who? Because,
according to black people.
Okay, well, obviously, there's no one who's going to dictate my language. That's not happening.
See, look, if they had like a real nigga up in the room, he would have checked that shit. Look at this guy right here, the blackest guy in the room, dark as dark can be. He darker than me, sitting there just laughing because it's funny because the white man saying the N-word. Yeah, man. Okay, master.
Checked you though.
That's crazy. Did you? Because I really just said
I did.
I mean, I did.
I just asked you what you said, so that's me checking you. Why you saying that?
So let me just talk about this because Fresh and Fit are
overly
still together.
crazy,
They're
bro.
doing very different
the definition of selling your soul is right here. Ain't no way, bro.
Brand has went the route of geopolitical, alt-right, trolling kind of content. Wow, Fresh has stayed consistently with dating, podcasting, and things like that. So he has another podcast called 305 Podcast. To be honest, it sucks. It's called the 305 and it's terrible. They have live shows, they have clips. I mean, if you look at like 2 days ago, I mean, the production's terrible. It's nothing like the Fresh and Fit podcast. Now we can clearly see that if it's Fresh running the show, he can't run the business. But when it's Myron, we can see the difference in production is like night and day.
Yeah, Fresh just sit there and agree with everything he say, like that's his daddy or something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Myron do all the talking. He basically run the show. This is basically Myron's show. It's not even a Fresh and Fit. It's a Fit show or a Myron gang show. But hey, as his co-host, I guess to each his own. Whatever he do,
and
it must
again,
be
this
significant.
podcast, when I say it's terrible as far as how it's produced, it's terrible. What happened is somehow this guy Clavicular ended up on this podcast, right? And so there was this particular tweet that came out. Clavicular backstabs Fresh and Fit after being put on the show. No loyalty. So I had to go out and press play.
Clav called me the F word, right? And I was like, wait a minute. Sorry, buddy. Just so you know, without me, people not been on Fresh and Fit at all. Now, mind you, I was nice. I didn't talk about them all. But then I wonder, who's the real F word? I'll give you a second here. Bills, play this clip if you don't mind. And it's funny because he called me an F word when I'm straight as hell. Never been. And honestly speaking, bro, like, I'm trying to figure out, like, okay.
Some other people are suspect, though.
If I'm an F word, what are you?
In this situation, Fresh
a white guy.
has
What you mean? A white drug addict. If you wanna be technical, he's a junkie, a white junkie. That's what he is. You're getting mad because he disrespected you before. It was all funny, but now it's more direct. Now it's a problem. Come on, bro.
seen a video in which he's accusing Clavicular of calling him the F-bomb, right? Which is derogatory for homosexual. So this is what he's saying, okay? And then it continues, clip.
First of all, you are one of those people, bro. Look at this shit, bro.
That's your man's, though.
Popcorn! Make sure he doesn't say the word.
Yeah, let's just mute it, because he's about to go crazy. Mute it.
Yo, Xena, I think you could take lessons from this guy.
Here we go, play.
I definitely do better makeup than him.
Xena,
and I don't put injections in my face. So.
In your own words, what man or masculine man, puts makeup on?
I don't know a single masculine man that would wear makeup.
Now, Fresh is saying, like, you're the one
Niggas
using
putting
makeup.
mascara on. That is crazy. Like, they're gonna get anybody a voice, don't it? Like, talking like that.
Obviously, if
yeah,
anybody's
scared to
the
wear his
F-bomb,
regular.
it's you.
Come on, bro.
And I had to say, like, okay, well, what would be the reason why the guy would be upset at Fresh? Why would he just call Fresh the F-bomb for no reason? And then I found out.
The matter is, I'm much more knowledgeable than you. You at 19, there's no chance in hell you know a tenth of what I know.
Well, quite frankly, I hope I never learn even a tenth of what you know, because it is all garbage. It's all ridiculous. I don't think you made one good point, and I think you just do a lot of yelling because you don't know what else to say.
Well, I hope you enjoy poverty.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so here is the problem.
confused.
So you have Clavicular. He comes to this podcast, and he's basically being like railed by this guy here, this older guy that's a part of the 305 podcast. Now, when I went and I looked at this post from GG33 News, Clavicular says this: I didn't backstab Fresh and Fit. I was mad that I was tricked into going on a podcast that gets sub 100 viewers.
That's okay. He feel like he wasted his time, which is true. He's supposed to be on the main thing. He's supposed to be on the Fresh and Fit podcast. He on the 305 podcast that's barely touching views. He in the same predicament I'm in at this point, goddammit. Hey, man.
I'm on Fresh and Fit, and I showed up, and it was a bait and switch to come to some random sideshow Fresh runs. Shady move. All right, so number one, that's where we get the issue at. The issue is that Fresh is telling guys, because Fresh is trying to prove that, hey, he can be something without Myron. And clearly we're seeing that he can't, right?
Can't.
So now he's, hey.
What Clavicular is saying, if Myron was there, then it wouldn't have been a problem. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have came if Myron wasn't there. He feels betrayed because he basically lied and said that he was going to be there. But guess what? Myron didn't show, because it's not the Fresh and Fit show. It's the 305 podcast. And yeah, they do better views than me. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's because he got a
podcast to the 305 podcast, which nobody would come because it's a terrible podcast. And let me just say
I'm
this:
checking
when
my
you're as
car,
big
y'all,
as
that's
Fresh
all.
and Fit, you're not going to pay anybody, all right? Pretty much to come onto your podcast. A lot of guys just come on for free. Fresh and Fit has excellent lighting. They have excellent sound. The 305 podcast does not. It's terribly produced. So he's telling a guy, come on to the Fresh and Fit podcast, and you're coming to the 305 podcast, and then you're wasting your 2 hours, and then this guy who's probably a loser in the guy's eyes is yelling at him. So that's the issue. Then we find out something else. Fresh is so stupid he got baited by an AI video. Other guy goes, hey, that video is an AI fake of Clav. This other guy goes, that clip was
Oh
AI.
my goodness.
So
Ain't no way. So he just went off on his mans and called him the F word. I mean, to each his own. He just went off on his mans and called him the F word because He got rage baited by AI. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like some AI, they definitely be like looking realistic, but sometimes you can definitely tell. Or maybe you should go to the comments to check to see before you act in a haste, make a haste decision and dish your mess. That's clearly more popular to you, ain't that?
We find out
now
that
you burnt
Fresh
the bridge
is
because of
upset with
AI.
this guy for no reason, and basically you're saying the guy was a backstabber to you, which is crazy because, like, again, you're letting the dude say the N-word on your podcast, and you're saying like, oh, because of me, he got onto the Fresh and Fit podcast. So should he, have to come on to the podcast that you have on the side? And the reality is this: as much as podcasts help as far as blowing people up, here's what he's not taking into to account. When somebody comes onto your podcast, they're helping you too. The guy is 19. He's bringing in his audience, an audience that you may or may not know. Yes, you're inviting him to your podcast, but the only reason why you want him on your podcast is because he's trending. Like, literally, the guy just got arrested, like, on December 25th. He ran over somebody with a car. He has like 31 million views for that clip. He's quite popular on Kick. He raises I think one day, the most money somebody's ever been gifted on Kick. So the guy doesn't need you guys.
Really?
Right? He just doesn't.
Hey,
need you.
we learn something every
and the
day.
reality is, again, here's what we're finding out: Fresh and Fit, they're useless now. They're not as valuable, especially to whites, as they once were.
And that's why they getting treated the way that they're getting treated in that space. You know what I'm saying? Griffin, it can only get you so far. Being a coon, it can only get you so far. Being a bootlicker, it can only get you so far. Because at the end of the day, you are a part of the people that they hate and part of the people that they see as the problem. And then when the problem is, maybe whenever the problem is fixed, quote unquote, let's hypothetically say the problem is fixed, you think they gonna let you stay? No, buddy. Say thank you for your service and kick you the fuck on. Come on, bro.
Valuable.
Let's be real.
All right,
here.
it's exactly the truth. Like, these guys are seeing you that, your pipelines to what you got going on. Then when you split both of you up individually, you guys go out there and you're problematic as hell. You cause hella problems. Like, look at Myron. No use to the white right now at all. Right? Then you look at Fresh. No use to the dating market at all. So you have no value. So you have to lie and trick people to get them to come onto your podcast. Because Fresh, you don't work hard. Fresh, you're not a good content creator. Fresh, you never worked at being a content creator. All you want to do is clap cheeks and quote-unquote network, but you don't put no money into nobody's pocket. So now you're useless. And you guys' time is starting to come up. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Yoshidi Jackson, back at it again.
Bad for business. He basically just burnt this name, especially because Clavicular is hot right now because of the situation. He killed that man, RP that man, even though y'all have your own opinion on it. Hey, man, he was harassing him on many different accounts. I definitely would have approached the situation different, put hands on him. I wouldn't hit him with the car, a Cybertruck, but definitely put hands on him. But no, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Honestly, bro, unnecessary situation. It's messed up because the simple fact, you only allow disrespect when it's beneficial to you. You didn't like when he called you the F word, but he can call you the N word. You the blackest person on the podcast. Come on, bro. Being a hypocrite at its finest. The definition of selling your soul. But hey, I'm gonna catch you next to the next one. Yes, sir.